I just drink two tall pumpkin spice lattes back to back from Starbucks. This is all brainwashing from Starbucks. They got me hooked on their coffees, but you're not here for that confession. You're here for the darkest confessions a narcissist hides. So let's get into it. See, I didn't always understand my own behaviors until years later, after collapse, therapy, facing myself, the patterns became clear. I had been with several women, married twice. I never treated any of them well. The pattern was the same every time: love bombing, idolizing, degrading, discarding, and then trying to come back over and over and over again. Gaslighting. I tried to cut them off from their friends and families. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Whether it worked or not wasn't the point. It gave me an argument to use. It gave me control. So even if I lied to myself about intentions, there was aggression behind it, I guess. And it took me years to realize what the end game was. The first secret is even narcissists themselves, they really don't understand what they're doing. See, we're not fully possessed, but we are demonically influenced. There's a dark voice inside the narcissist, and it pushes us internally to erase everything around us. Most narcissists don't even understand this themselves, but they're being used by something darker, demonic, but the influence flows into every tactic and every action. The second secret is even more difficult. See, the end game is actually more brutal than you think. Not a lot of people understand this. And again, even the narcissist doesn't understand. But the end game is utter annihilation. Not just heartbreak, not just control, but emotional, social, and spiritual erasure. Some victims take years to recover, some might not ever recover. And that's the truth, even if the narcissist doesn't fully understand themselves. See, if you're living with this, you need to listen. I'm telling you facts from inside the mind of someone who's been there. None of this is your fault. You did not cause this, and unfortunately, you cannot cure this. Some counselors can't even cure it. Your only path is freedom. Freedom is survival. You must separate from the narcissist. As difficult as it is, this is the only way forward. And it's hard, it's painful, I get it. But it's hard and painful staying with them. At least, if you leave them alone and separate, you have a chance to recover. See, I repeated my patterns over and over. I destroyed relationships. I've been married twice, and I lied. Unfortunately, I hate to say this, I cheated. I felt like I won when I was able to do that. But in reality, I ended up losing everything. Inside, I became empty, soulless, and not the same person anymore. See, by destroying others, you destroy yourself. That's what the narcissist will never see clearly. And even when they look in the mirror, so they don't see it or feel it the same way that you might. The darkest secrets that we hide are not just tricks, gaslighting, manipulation. There are real forces behind this disorder, demonic forces, and they pull us to destroy the people near us, forcing erasure. Everything around us must get destroyed. That's why you have to leave before it's too late. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your family. You have to think of what the future looks like with the narcissist. Where is it going to be in 5 years, 10 years? Are you going to be better or worse? Are you going to be isolated, afraid, alone, abused, manipulated, gaslit, lied to, cheated on? Or are they going to change? I think you know the answer to that. It is extremely rare for a narcissist to change. Even I had to go through massive losses, an ego death of sorts, and lose everything around me just to go back to my faith and find God. And He chose to help me that way. I didn't design this way. I didn't design it this way. He chose to save me, and I was very lucky. Otherwise, I don't know where I would be right now. So that's what you need to understand, that going to couples therapy is really not going to work. They have to get counseling and therapy for themselves, by themselves, and they have to be vulnerable, move the ego out of the way, and hopefully work on themselves. This could take years, I'm telling you, years. So if you're waiting and hoping for them to change, you need to ask yourself, is this possible even? It took me years to just get where I'm at right now. So I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm definitely a sinner, but I do not do the same things I did before. I do not and will not. You have to live with what Jesus would want, and how would God look down on you and judge you in your life? So that's what you need to understand, that it's extremely rare for them to change, although it is possible. It is possible, but it's rare. So if this video spoke to you, type freedom in the comments, share this with somebody that needs to hear it, and just remember, they're demonically influenced. Most narcissists are. And to get rid of that, obviously, they need to find God again. They need to connect with Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. They need therapy. And there's no guarantee therapy is going to help them either. Just remember. But these are things that most narcissists don't even recognize or will admit to themselves. So I hope this helps you understand. Thank you for watching. God bless you. And go get a pumpkin spice coffee from Starbucks. I'm telling you, man, this is a sugar rush I've been on for the last 20 minutes. Alrighty, well, I might go get another one tonight, but alright. Well, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching.